Yo, sketching out the hood. Okay, again. Yeah, man. Just wanted to get some things off my chest because it's just been on my mind, innit? It's currently 12:42 in the morning, 6th of March. Yeah. Just been thinking about how whenever I decide to focus or whenever I decide to lock in, all these distractions come out of nowhere. Like, for example, let's say I decide, look, I'm gonna go all in into my business. No parties, no get-togethers, none of that. Or at least keep it to a minimum. And all of a sudden, bare people start asking me to go outside, inviting me to places. The most common one, whenever I decide to focus and I'm outside, or I even go to a networking event where I'm just outside, and I just find this slang woman, fine woman, bro. And then they try chatting to me. I'm like, yo, I'm not ready for you. Where were you? Where were you before when I wasn't focused? When I was outside? I ain't outside right now. It's time for me to work. Why is it that whenever it's time for a man to focus on his goals, the finest woman comes out of nowhere, man? And it's mad because every time that happens, the girl will be feeling us as well. She'll be feeling me as well. And I'm just like, yo, bro, you're a little too late. I ain't trying to link right now. It's all long. Random, have you ever been in a situation where you see the finest girl, but you don't chat to her because you're thinking, nah, I'm not at that level yet. Nah, I need to get my money up. Nah, I gotta focus on my business. Nah, I gotta stay in the gym. I'll chat to her later. Just gotta disregard it. It's annoying, man. It always happens when it's time to focus. One of the other things that happens whenever I'm locked into working, out of nowhere, friends start messaging me. I'm just like, hello? Old friends start messaging you, what about, I ain't heard from you in time. You've been moving distant, this and that. Like, I remember back when I first started my business, when I was 17, these guys, they were still my friends, innit? But I was just so hung up on doing client work and get my business off the ground that I wasn't going out anymore. Like, me and Amanda, we used to go out just to hang out and that, trying to chat to women and that. But then I reached a point at 17 where I was like, yeah, I've got bigger things to worry about now. Like, I'm trying to get out the hood. At first, I was just drawing for fun in it, but then when I started my business, I was thinking, nah, if this can make me money, I need to focus on that. And focus as much as I can. The girls will always be there. That's what I was thinking. And one of my boys, he hit me up and he's asking me, yo, come outside. Let's go We used to go to this place called Blue Water, innit? Back in sixth form. Come Blue Water with us. Come Blue Water. And during that time, I was like, nah, man. I've got some work to do, man. At that time, it's 8 years ago. My little brother was 8 at the time. My mum was working, but she wasn't making a lot. And I was just thinking like, nah, I gotta help the family. I gotta put in work. My little sister was, how old was my little sister? My brother was 8, so my sister was like 11 at the time. So I was like, I just saw myself as like the big brother. Well, I'm the big brother, but to me, it was like my responsibility. By the way, you're probably wondering what I'm drawing. It's like crowd hands in it. I'm making a motion cover. I'll show you the results later, but these are just the hands I'm gonna have in the motion cover. They're gonna be waving about. That's part of the crowd in it, and yeah, that's the rest of them. It's almost done now. I've animated everything else. I'll show you like the motion cover so far. Maybe like in another video or something. But yeah, it's just he hit me up. He called me. He's like, "Yo, come Blue Water." I said, "Yeah, no, I can't. I'm busy, bro." And then we just got into this argument. They started telling me like, "Oh, you've changed. You're mad selfish. This and that. Oh, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. Just come out with us." This and that. I'm like, "Bro, I'm busy. I've got something. I've got priorities, man. I've got a dream to chase." You weren't hearing it. Just started calling me selfish and that. Bro, it was just giving me unnecessary stress. It's one of the distractions, man. Like once you decide it's time to get to work, all these distractions come out of nowhere, bro. Get random arguments with friends you shouldn't be getting into arguments with. Another situation was a couple years later. I say around 2 years later, I was chatting to a girl, and I was just thinking, nah, man, I've got like animation project that I need to finish. I gotta focus on that. And she hit me up and she was like, "Oh, we've been distant." With her, I probably should have balanced things a bit more in it because I was just hyper focused. But it's one of them ones where if you're not a business owner or not, it's not even have to do with business. Like if you don't have a dream, then you're not gonna understand where we're coming from. You're not gonna understand like why we put so much into what we do, or why we sometimes distance ourselves to work on ourselves. So sometimes it's just tunnel vision, and it's time to focus on what we originally want to do. It's mostly about putting in our best efforts. The only way you can do that is by cutting out all distractions. And I'm not saying friends are distractions, but sometimes you be getting away for real. No disrespect to them, no disrespect to my brothers, but sometimes when it's time to work, it's time to work. I'm not gonna be available all the time. And if you see that I'm working and you still try to argue with me about, oh, why aren't you coming out or whatever, you can't be my friend for real. Are you gonna get mad at me for chasing my dreams? What, because I won't go out with you to chase girls? Come on, man. Girls will always be here. I'm 25 now. I still don't chase girls, bro. But this other type of distraction that usually comes when it's time to work, I feel like this one is not mentioned as much because people don't really see it as a distraction. But it's usually like so-called opportunities that throw you off your goal. So let's say I'm a graphic designer in it, and let's say I've decided like, yeah, I'm gonna focus on making this many pieces of cover art, or I'm gonna focus on attracting this many clients, making this many sales, and I work on that. Then out of nowhere, I just get loads of people wanting to collab, but the collaborations aren't making sense. It just reminds me that not all opportunities are real opportunities. Some of them are just distractions as well. Like let's say somebody offers me like some sort of forex trading opportunity. That's just gonna distract me as well, because I'm trying to focus on graphic design. Even though forex, you can still make money from forex, but if that's not what I'm trying to focus on right now, then I'll either have to come back to that later or just leave that. Like, there's so many ways to make money, and I feel like loads of people, they spread themselves too thin. Like they see people making money through music, so now they do music. And they see people making money through e-commerce, then they do e-commerce. They're trying to do many things at once, but their main goal could be, depends what it is, it could be anything. It could be YouTube. Maybe their main goal is to focus on YouTube, but they're trying to do all these other things and they're just distracted from their main purpose. You just gotta be focused on your main purpose. And me, I'm just doing YouTube because, first of all, it's been something that I've been thinking of for a while, and secondly, I can work on my graphic design while recording videos. It's not like I'm recording something different. It's not like I'm doing some sort of outside blog. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. Just keep an eye out when you're locking in. Just watch out for these distractions that start coming in, because they will get in the way of what you're trying to do. That's what they're there for. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to say.